trying this again. For some reason, we just lost the stream, but it's back now. I don't know why, nor do I care. Right. So, yesterday the pickings were not very good. Unfortunately, today it looks like the same deal. It looks like there's just not a lot going on. There's not a lot of excitement. So we're going to see what happens here when the bell rings today. Don't mind me. I'm like forever. It seems I'm behind the 8 ball because of the technology garbage. Just once. I'd like to see it act consistently. Give me 1 second here. Okay, and that is man, the pickings are slim. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but they really are slim. And that one was 242. Okay. We'll get to it, I promise. Okay, got done what I needed to get done. Got to be responsible here, be a responsible trader to anybody that listens and to myself as well. Here's my dog coming in to help me trade. Hello, how you doing, kid? All right, so out of these slim pickings today, we've pulled out 4 that have some potential. They don't meet everything perfectly. Matter of fact, they don't meet any of the parameters perfectly, but they're the closest ones we can get for today, and it's what it is sometimes. So they're close enough to be considered for sure. All right, now, today might be a good day. SPY is finally, doing a little pop up. So hopefully, we can see we get a little action here. It's in the green, moving up, and let's see where we go. Yeah, so we opened up here, and we're making a nice steady climb up. Actually, it's a little on the sharp side, just a little bit, but it's good. That's a good thing. So let's see what happens. If we get a nice kick today from the SPY, some of these stocks could really, really, really just take off. But we got to see. We got to see what's going on. All right, so let's see. Let's get into this because we don't have a whole lot of time here. And all right, we're going to start with FFHL. FFHL hit a high of 855 this morning in the pre-market, and they have FFHL. They have really no monster news that I can see anywhere. Just kind of included in like big mover, blah blah blah, stuff like that, But they've had some good news yesterday, so that's a good thing. So it might just be a little lag effect here. But what this stock has to do, as far as we can see, is that it has to get back to 788. Right now it's trading at like 687, I think. Yeah, 687. So it's got to get back to 788 to show that it has some strength, and then we'd be looking at first stop somewhere, hopefully around 850, 855, and then so on and so forth up to about 984, I believe. So sorry about the noise. My dogs are very very antsy this morning. One of them found an ice cube. It's a big discovery. Anyway, so that's FFHL. As you can see, we want to see strength in this. We want to see continuation. If we don't see strength at this 788, 787 range, then it's hard to be convinced. It's hard to believe anything. All right, so that's what we got there. STIM. Okay. STIM. They don't have any news at all that I can see. Although, you know what? I didn't check one other spot. Let me just check one other spot. I forgot to look at. Yeah, the best I can find is June 10th as far as news. So I don't know what's driving this one. I really don't. I have no idea. So, but the float's good. Volume's a little on the weaker side, but they are in healthcare, and healthcare. Healthcare just seems to go up for absolutely no reason right now because it is the hot stock, the hot sector, I should say. So, anyway, the STIM. We're looking for this to show us 242, then hopefully up to 269 and 296. We'll see. We'll see. It might happen. It might not. But again, this is another one. This is almost like reverse trading today for me because I'm looking for stocks to come up and hit as opposed to come down and bounce. But this one has to show strength as well. It just is what it is, just the way it is. If you go back in the history of this stock, you can see that it traded, it traded up in some nice numbers here. Just until fairly recently, I'd say, October of last year, it had a support line of $8. Is that right? Let's see. Yeah, about eight. I'd say about 850. Just in October before, and then in November they got killed, and I don't know what news happened then in November that occurred. I don't think I can get back that far now. Can't. But let me see. Let's see if I can on the other one. And I announced a decline in earnings back then. So, yeah, November they had negative 39% they dropped. Revenue lag, all that good stuff. All the stuff you don't want to see if you're going long. So, but listen, they're starting to recover a little bit here. They were crawling around for a while, like down pretty low to about $1.25. So now they're up at two. Right now we are at. Right now we're at 220 on the ask, 218 on the bid. So they're making some moves, but we got to see it get up over this number here, this 242 range, and show some strength. All right, and I gotta jot something down here. Okay, so that's STIM, and then we've got HEPA. HEPA, reminding us to change our HEPA filter. HEPA, we are looking for HEPA to hit 264. All right, there's a lot of areas of support and resistance on this one for buying and selling. There's a lot of areas, a lot of ranges. Sometimes the first, the yellow range comes true. Sometimes that happens, but more times than not, almost always it's the green one. I think yesterday we had one in the yellow, right? That worked off the yellow. But 264 is where we got to get to. This stock has been struggling for a long time, and it's finally just got a little peak going. So made some money with this last fall. As you can see, that huge surge. Made some really good money with this one. That was a lot of fun. But this one pops up every so often. You got here. It was a real big player back here. In this area here in October and of I think that was 17, and then April, and then you see a nice pop up here in September, a nice couple of nice pops in here in April. So it does have the ability to shoot up, this thing, but it's been dormant for a while since this area here. It's been pretty dormant. Once it dropped down into here, it's been nothing but straight down. So, but today they're moving. They have a little bit of news, not the not groundbreaking news, but it's COVID-19. So just like a while back, if it was Bitcoin, it was the stuff. So that's it on that one. It's definitely trying to make its way down to that 264 range right now. Let's hope they don't trigger too soon. NDRA. NDRA needs to get up to $1.57. All right. Right now it's fading. NDRA has some news, an addition of some new patents. So I guess depends on how many scientists are are trading today, where the excitement's going to come in. But this is what you got: minimal volume, very, very spotty. This has to get up to 157 with volume to be considered a legitimate contender for today. But like I say, since the pickings were so slim, it made the list because it had everything else except volume. So let's see what happens. I mean, you need volume. There's no question about it. You got to have volume. So, but that's it. That's it. That's what we got. Those four. We're coming off a. Let's see. What do we have? We had a 2 for yesterday. So we're 63 and 4 right now. So that's fun, with 28 straight green days. That's definitely fun, without a doubt. And sorry about that stream interruption before. I don't know. I mean, you click all the buttons the same way every time. I even went out and had picked up a new cable, a monster cable, just to be 100% sure that it wasn't my system doing any of this stuff. It's not. I know it's not. But anyway, hopefully after the move, this will straighten out. I don't like technical failures. But anyway, 63 and 4, 28 straight green days. So let's go 4 for 4 today, man. It'll be 67 and 4. It'll be awesome. All right, so just give me about a minute or two. I'm going to go down and grab me a cup of coffee, and I will be right back. Okay, all right, I'm back. Got some nectar of the gods, stuff that keeps me going. All right, NDRA was at 157, yes. So we got about a minute to the bell. Anybody have any questions, anything? No? Okay. Yeah, we got about 10 seconds. Let the fun begin. There we go. And they're off. Alrighty. FFHL, right off the bat, showing us that it's going to go in the wrong direction to start the day. Let's see here. We got HEPA's at 287, looking to get to 264. That one is going in the correct direction for us. NRDA, as I kind of suspected, it's starting out weak. We'll see what happens. Like I say, it's got to show strength. Very weak. This might have a little pop up at the $5, $6 mark though on NDRA. I don't know, it's possible. But it's hard to say with this one because it was so spotty in the pre-market. Really hard to say what it's going to do. Okay, STIM is trying to make a move up. HEPA making a massive move down. 288 to 273 it went. Yeah, let's throw that up on the screen. Yeah, it's looking to get there. Definitely looking to get to 264 range, that's for sure. See if it makes it. Is today the day that it hits the 264 range? Or will it be tomorrow? Who knows? Is this the hour or will it be this afternoon? You never know. That's why you set yourself up in positions to try to be successful. Got a low of 270 on HEPA so far for this morning. 6 cents off. STIM making a weak attempt up, but the volume's coming in nicely on STIM, which is nice. That's nice to see. Definitely got some nice volume popping here. It's not really doing anything, but we've got volume, which is good. That creates a little excitement sometimes. Starts getting a lot of eyes looking at it. Like what just happened now. My eyes looked at that because I saw the volume. So did a million other eyes. have nothing of interest in the circuit breaker department right now. Nothing there. So, is the excitement just killing anybody yet? Another dull day. Ugh. We need some action. We need some action. This FFHL just still falling. Significantly too. STIM. If I click the right one, will be nice. There we go. STIM. Looking to get up to that 242 range to show if it has any strength. HEPA's getting close. We'll see if HEPA ends up being it's a little early to call this, but potential range trade between the 264 and 285 range. You never know. It could be. STIM making a hard move up. It's up to a day high of 230. $238.39 on STIM. $240. It's got some nice volume coming in too. STIM. It's a surprise, man. That volume. Didn't expect that. All right. Triggered up with the doji, so let's see what it does here. A little pullback. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. The next up on this thing, well, obviously we'd have to get back up to 240, 242. I think is it 242? Yeah, 242. And then the next number we would look for would be 254 to see if it has strength. Right now it's holding above the VWAP, which is good. Even though it's a pretty big red candle, it's still holding above the VWAP. That's positive, usually positive, but we'll see what happens. A little bit of a dip below that VWAP. Let's see if it holds here. What to say with this one? Oh, swing trade's popping today. Thank goodness. So far, STIM is the only one that's showed to be anywhere near in play for us. I told you, man. Terrible day. FFHL is trying to make a move up. It's got a couple of greens in a row. Currently, it's at 714 a share. That one could really rock if it gets the right amount of interest and volume. It could really pop today. STIM consolidating a bit here. Loose consolidation, but it's consolidating a bit. That's okay. It's consolidating above VWAP. That's good. That's generally good anyway. FFHL is pounding it, man. Making quite the move up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green candles in a row. Trading at around 205,000 a minute, which is a real nice number. There's a lot of eyes looking at that one at the moment. A lot of eyes looking at that one. HEPA kicking it up a notch. We missed that entry by 6 cents, and it's now up to 296. Son of a gun. 6 cents. Well, it might hit it again later. the trigger point, or it might hit it tomorrow. Who knows? Pretty sure the party's over for NDRA already today. Man, it's like just some little lonely kid sitting against a wall somewhere with no friends. It's terrible. It's like horrible. Yeah, that's TIM trying to crawl back out. Trying to get back up to its spot of 240. Losing some volume now. Little boost there. Get over that volume trend line right there. Got to get over that. FFHL. Oh man, I took my eye off the ball and missed the entry on it. There's that phone call. I was just looking it up to see who it might have been. And of course, it's a telemarketer. Oh, God, that was just so dumb. Took my eye off the ball. 788 right now, popping a high of 853. So there's a win for you. Looks like more in the tank, possibly. Possibly. Yep, 874. High of 874. Ugh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one to swallow. I'm gonna just start shutting my phone off. Yeah, a high of 881. Who am I kidding? I'll never remember to do that every day. High of 881. Man, you take your eye off the ball for 1 second in this. 1 second. Literally. I turned my head, clicked on Google, typed in the phone number, and that thing went boom in that time. It was, I don't know, what is that, 3 seconds, 4 seconds tops? It exploded. And I missed the whole thing. A lot of work setting these up to not take advantage of them. Jesus. Jeez. Oh boy. Well, STM holding on. Holding on. STM not holding on. Yeah, that's not good. STIM, sorry. For some reason I keep abbreviating that stock when I say it. I don't know why. FFHL had a hard pullback, and now it looks like it's gaining strength again, possibly. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. But you never know, man. You never know. Don't like being distracted. Yeah, it looks like it really wants to go again. Oh, come on, TOS. Oh, I thought it was TOS causing trouble again. Here it goes. $9. A high of $9. We thought this morning to probably be able to ring out. Oh, HEPA's moving too. Again. Hurting, but STIM though, just kind of laying there. So we got HEPA moving, we got FFHL moving, and DRA is DOA. It is clever, wasn't it? Yeah, 910 was a high on this one. We had what looked to be like a maximum ring out of this thing at like 984. So, see what happens, man. You know, if you're in it, totally up to you if you want what you want to do. I'd probably look somewhere around the halfway point here to get rid of some shares, which just about hit there at 910, so it'd be about 920, 925-ish. I wouldn't want to like hold everything through that, because you never know. Well, right about there, I would have popped, you know, at least half the shares. Would have got rid of at least half of them. And then ride the other half and see how far it gets. If the other half gets down to the 850 range, get rid of it. If it doesn't, hold on to it and see how far it goes. It's just protecting your investment. $9.45. Nice number, man. Looks like it might be circuit breaker halt on this for a second time. So that could potentially be good news. Hard to say for sure. But first circuit breaker, which happened at 9:41 and then came back at 9:46. We'll go over this always. First time, 75% chance of going in the same direction, which it did. The second one, it's 50-50 shot. So you don't know. You literally just don't know. The third time, it's about a 25% chance it's going to go in the same direction. And the fourth one is you're just driving down a highway throwing dollar bills out the window because you just don't know what it's going to do. There's no way to know, no way to tell what it's going to do. So, yep, it's set up at 9:45. They're balancing it out so far. 9:75. We'll see what happens here. I mean, this thing could you never know with this. I mean, this thing could open at like 10:50. Who knows? Might blow right past the 984 number of max area to trust. And that's what this red line always is. That's the maximum area to trust where it makes sense, logically makes sense. Max area to trust. It's not like, oh, it's going to hit this number and that's going to be it, never going to get above that or whatever. No, that's not what that is. After it gets past there, the trust factor drops to like next to zero because you don't know what it's going to do. You have no idea because there's no data to support the next move up. It's new data and nobody knows what the new data is. So there you have it. That's what those numbers are. Wow, BRN. So if this is a 5-minute halt, it'll be out at 9:59 and 22 seconds. I'm gonna check something real quick here. Oh, okay. That was a little deceiving on the scanner. Definitely deceiving on the scanner. So in the meantime, we'll go back, take a look at STIM, which is kind of hanging still a little bit. It's hanging around that VWAP. It got under it. Now it's trying to pull itself up to it, and then it's going to have to try to pull itself back up to 242. Like I said, this one had to show strength. Before it became a real contender. So far, this line here of interest is really shrinking. Really shrinking. So we'll see what happens. HEPA. As you can see, what we missed the trigger by on this one. Trigger was 264. We got down to 270, and we've gotten up as high as 312. Would have been a nice move if it triggered, man. Would have been really nice. Even not a bad move from the next move up, which was 285, and it got up to 312. That's still not a bad move. That's like what, 27 cents, I think. So that's not bad at all. Oh, here we go. FFHL. Boom. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what it does. I'm just a bystander, unfortunately, on this one. Yeah, this thing cracked 10. Got to 1010. 1010 it hit. Now, okay, this is the second one. So like I said, it's like always a 50-50 which way it's going to go. But you have to have a plan when it opens what you're going to do. You know, like for me right now, my plan would be, you know, somewhere around 985, 990. I'd look to just bail on it if it goes in that direction. Now I would move it up. I'd move up my plan around $10 to bail out on if it goes in the other direction. And just keep moving your stop up. See? Now, it may come back into play on top of this 984 line again. It's possible. But at least here's what happens though. If you got in where I should have gotten in at 782 or 788 and you went all the way up to $10, that's quite a move. And you've got quite a bit of money after that move. Instead of holding on to it, and now you went from $10 down to as low as 911. It's almost a full point that you lost. You don't want to be losing full points. It's crazy. So that's why I say you got to have a plan. You got to have a plan when you get in there. You're riding this thing up, you're feeling good, you're saying there's no end in sight. Well, there is an end in sight. There's always an end in sight. And the end that's most important is the one where you're going to bail out. And like I said, when it got up there, you change your stop to $10. Don't play with it, man. Just don't play with it. Because from $10.49 to $10, that's 49 cents. If you got 1,000 shares, that's $490 difference. You know, you can always get back in. Like if you feel strongly about, you know, if it hits that red line again, that 985 line or 984 line, and you feel like it's going to run, if it has another run in it, you can always get back in. Always. It's not, you know, it's not the end of the world if you bail out. So going back in this direction, the circuit breaker number is going to be 882 on the way down. So, and we see that happen frequently. You know, things circuit breaker halt going up, everybody's going to be millionaires, and then the next set of candles, circuit breaker going down. Everybody's broke. So, this one's pretty interesting. It's got a lot of action going on. A lot of action. Hello.
Hey Glenn, it's Matt. Windows to go.
Hey Matt, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
All right. So what we're gonna do with your service here,
Okay.
instead of ordering these tilt latches from the exact tilt latch you need, we have another one that'll probably work that we can surface mount on there. That'll just get the window. It'll just operate for you because I'm having trouble getting
Yeah, that's fine.
parts. So I should have the parts, the spiral balancers and the tilt latches by this Friday, so I can probably put you on the schedule for our next week's service.
The closing's Wednesday, so Monday or Tuesday would be incredibly outstanding.
Okay, so I'm gonna schedule you for Monday between 10 and 11. Okay.
Monday.
Monday 29th between 10 and 11.
Okay, and while I have you on the phone, any word on that basement window I ordered? That show up yet or no?
Basement window, we're expecting it today.
Oh, good.
Expecting it today. They're making windows right now, so I'll call you as soon as I have that.
Awesome. Thank you, Matt.
Okay, thanks, man. Talk to you soon.
All right, bye bye. Okay, sorry about that. I had to take that call. That one was important. So 864 is still the number going down for a halt on FFHL. And as I was saying, we see this happen frequently. You know, we're riding to the top of the world, man. Look at this thing. It can't stop. Look at it. It's great. And then all of a sudden it comes back and does this. This is why I say, when, especially on halts, I don't know what kind of trading everybody does, but I got to tell you, nothing works better on halted stocks than, the stock opens up, you have your shares. Let's say you have 1,000 shares, right? And now this is going to be a little easier because it's what do you call it? Because it's after the fact. But okay, so it halts at 9:40, right? You have 1,000 shares. No, what time did this halt? Oh no, you wouldn't have 1,000 shares there because it didn't trigger yet. Okay, so you get in here at the number that we had talked about, which was 788, right? Okay, now you ride it up, comes back down, you ride it up, and then it halts at 954. Okay. So it halts at 954. Now, you come out of the halt, and this is what I do. This is how I do it. Don't say this is how you have to do it or anything else, but this is my first halt, but the second halt for the stock. So right away, as soon as it comes out of the halt, I sell half my shares at the ask. Immediately. I don't care if it's going to $1 billion a share. I sell. I don't even look at the price. I just click sell half at the ask. And I lock in my profit. Lock it in. And then you ride the other half up. Now, depending on how this goes, you see the red line here. So you figure, okay, we're probably not going to get too far past that red line. And that red line is, it's close to the $10. It's like $9.80, $9.90, whatever that was. What is that? $9.84. All right. So once you get over that $10 range, you're probably squeezing more out of that sponge than is available. So you sell half of those shares. So now you're left with a quarter of your shares. Let them run. Runs up. Let's say you don't sell them at 1050 or 1049 because you have no idea that's the top. Nobody does. And it runs down, starts to get under 10, gets into the 950, 60 range, whatever. You start getting nervous. You get below this green candle and this right in between these two, and you're at 945. You're on a big red candle. You're on another big red candle. That makes sense to get rid of the last quarter right there. However, you still made money because you bought that quarter originally at 788, and you're getting out at 945-ish, right? Makes sense? So that's how you should always play a circuit breaker halt. Is, if you're committed to being in it when this action happens, then when it opens up, you get rid of half of your shares immediately. And the reason I say that is because everybody's buying like crazy usually at that point, or selling, whichever it's doing. But the price action is beyond comprehension at that moment, right? So there's a lot of people available to purchase your stock at your price, right? So usually what I do is I have a hot button, sell half at the ask. That's what I do. But boom. So now I'm going to get top dollar because I'm selling at the ask, and I've locked in profit. That's like the best thing, man. It's the best thing in the world. And like I say, as it goes up, then you progress accordingly. If you hold it and you say, well, let me see what it's going to do. Now, it comes out of the halt, you sell half, you're still up there pretty high. Even if the stock is going to drop like a stone into a negative circuit breaker, you've still locked in profits at that high number because it hasn't dropped all the way yet. So you've locked in at the highest possible number you can. Then that gives you a second or two or 10 to see what the stock looks like it's going to do. If it looks like it's going to go south, you sell the other half right away. So even if you get out at what you paid for it, your other half still made you money. So let's say you're at 788, you come out at a halt, you sell half your stocks, 988. So you had 1,000 shares, right? 788 to 988, it's $2 profit on 1,000 shares, but you're only selling half, so you'd have made $1,000. And then let's say it dropped all the way back down to, by the time you can get bought out, back to the number you bought it at. You still made $1,000. Would you like to have made 2,000 or 3,000? Sure, we always would like to make more, but you still made $1,000. You've protected your account. You have not gone red, and you've made yourself a decent amount of money for the day. There is nothing wrong with that. And you'll hear certain guys, as you're scrolling on the internet, and and I'm sure you get stock commercials coming up, when you're on the internet, wherever it might be, on Facebook or whatever, and and you'll have guys, spreading out fistfuls of cash and Maseratis and all this kind of stuff, and we made $50 trillion in 1 minute on the, you know what? That stuff is just so stupid. It's ridiculous. It's kind of like, when they'll sell the ab thing where you just put this belt around your waist, and in 2 weeks you'll have perfect abs. No, you won't. No, you won't. That's not going to happen. And it's the same thing when these guys come out and holler all of this stuff at you. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Period. Trading is about intelligence, controlling your emotions, patience, waiting for the right opportunity. You just strike where it makes sense. Where it makes sense. Unlike STIM. Hey, listen, sometimes they just don't go the right way, This one is just, this one really hasn't gone the wrong way. It's just hanging there, though. The 784 is the next circuit breaker number for FFHL. But that was a nice ride up, though, right? From that showed strength right there at 784. Boom, blast off to 1049. Wow, that's a nice move. That's a nice move. But it's actually looking to hit a second circuit breaker going down. If it has a quick drop here, that will very easily happen. I'm sorry, hit a first circuit breaker going down. We just missed the other one. Just missed it. Let's Let's see if it's changed. Okay, now it's 776. All right, everything's calming down now, so the numbers change accordingly to what's going on. So, but there you go. Keep an eye on it though, because 788 may be valid again for a pop up over that 850. You don't know. You have to wait and see. Multiple times, as you can tell, trading with me, these numbers hit 2, 3, sometimes 4 times. I don't know if I made my annoying announcement yet, but please like the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whichever one you like to do. Give a mention there. It helps. Definitely helps. So let's see, FFHL fading down to the 788 number. Maybe, perhaps. 788 range anyway. I don't know if it's going to actually get there. Just trying to do a little pop up here. It did get down as low as 802. So the range may be, the trigger line may be a little bit higher for the day, not historically or going forward for tomorrow, but $8 may be a new trigger line for this. I have to wait and see a candle or two what it does. But at the moment, I would still live with the 788. I trust that one the most at the moment. Well, FFHL was the only stock worth anything today as far as, having a nice move up. Everything else, I'm not talking about just what I was researching and scanning. I'm just talking about in general. I mean, it's the only circuit breaker of any value today, which means that was the only stock that really had massive price action within the dollar and cents trading range that I scanned for. There could have been other ones that were higher, like higher price stocks, but I stay away from those because they generally are higher float and they move much, much, much slower. So, boy, FFHL has really calmed down. Holy cow, look at that. It just slows down so much. It's like after that big storm, like you have a big storm where there's a ton of wind and rain and thunder. It's pelting your house and you're hoping the house is going to stand up. You start thinking about it. What's going to happen if my roof gets ripped off or whatever? Well, this is pretty much like that. I mean, it was a monster move. And a monster move down. That's what I'm talking about. It's up and down, hardcore. And now it's just like, okay, we're going to rest now. We're going to take it easy now. It's amazing how much that happens. You always want to imagine a stock. Oh, look at this. Are we hitting the 788? Oh my goodness, are we? Are we gonna hit that? Yes, we just hit it again. We just hit the 788 again. Okay, let's see what happens here. We're in Trigger Town again. $780 up, 88 up to 812. That by itself is a good move right there. It's not the move that happened before. Don't get me wrong. But it's still not a bad move. Like if you weren't expecting anything spectacular, you'd be really happy with a move like that. So since 10:03, 10:04 ish, STIM has been on a very slow move up, trying to reclaim. It has to get up to $2.33 to be serious. Got as high as 230 on the move back up. If you look here, yeah, it's nice steady slow mover going up, but you want to try and peek over this number here, right here. Yeah, you want to get over this 232 number here, which now this will perhaps turn, perhaps, I don't know because there's not a lot of action going on here. But this could possibly turn into an area of confluence. Which won't happen until well past 10:30, probably like 10:45-ish, I guess. I can't see that far. But we'll see. We'll see what happens here. So if it gets up above here while climbing this trend line, if it gets above this dotted line, then it will potentially show some strength to get back up to the 242 and make a move. So we gotta see what happens. Cranking up over to VWAP now, a little bit. Anyway, just a little poke. A little, hello. Here I am. FFHL, $8. It's at the $8 mark. That was a nice run on FFHL. I cannot believe I missed that. I literally just turned my head for a minute. Turned my head for a minute just to see who that annoying caller was. Okay, so if these lines hold true, let's see. It'd be somewhere around 1036 if these lines actually hold true. I believe. I think so. Pretty sure. Let's see. Unless, oh wait a minute, hold on, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Because I'm doing it on another chart where I have more room and I can see further to the end. And no, that's not right. Now, like probably like 1040 or so. Yeah, I was right in the first time. Anyway, that's it for that. FFHL still hanging around our trigger line. 791, 816, $8, you know, 775. It's just living right on the trigger line there. This thing might have another run in it today. Oh, STIM, speaking of another run, let's see. Where are we popping the line early? I hope not too early. Guess that could be not as good as well. NDRA, as I said before, DOA, nothing. It's got nothing. HEPA, again, torturing us. 270 got down to, missed our number by 6 cents. And it got up to a high of 312. 6 cents. 6 cents. Where were the sellers when you really needed them? Where were they? Just want to see something here. Interesting. Yeah, that's more like it. Very interesting. God, this thing crawls, doesn't it? Jeez. FFHL up to 830 now. Trying Trying to get back up above the VWAP. Here's our trigger line. Like I said, could have ran this one again a second time. 788 up to 837. Not bad. Not bad of a move. And then you got your VWAP is right here at 842. So it's trying to break that. It's trying to break the 842. If it gets up over VWAP with authority, you know, full candle type thing, it could have another nice little run in it today. It really could. It's no, I don't think it's anywhere near dead. I'd be really surprised if it was. STIM. Making its cumbersome climb. Like it's climbing Mount freaking Everest or something here. Good Lord. HAPA just floating. HAPA's just floating around 291 range on the VWAP. It's 291. It's just been tagged around that quite a bit actually. Yeah, this thing was really like, you could have used the second line for your trigger, but it was so close to that first line. Oh my God. By all rights, that should have triggered, but it did not. 6 cents. I would have thrown in the 6 cents. They just had to ask me. I would have been happy to throw on the 6 cents out of my own pocket, even. Okay, FFHL now is faded slightly under the trigger line, 770. And I have to apologize to the Surging Attention Getters scanner is displaying nothing today, although there are stocks that are being added to it for whatever reason. TOS and the garbage software that they produce, brilliant minds that create this stuff as far as, you know, how you can use it, but the actual functionality of their software day in and day out is terrible. So for me to get that Surging Attention Getters scanner to work, I would have to reboot TOS, and I'm not going to do that. It's just not worth it. But I mean, their ideas on and stuff you can use are ridiculously good. I mean, unbelievably good stuff. I don't know who uses it or what, but I'll tell you, it's without a doubt. Like, there's nobody that comes close to them as far as what you, as far as what you could do. Look at that nice pop up right there. Look at that action. Yeah, I'm sure to be followed by a red candle shortly. But, you know, I mean, I don't know, I guess it's a trade-off, I suppose. I don't know. That's why I'm so hesitant. This number 237 is pretty important right now. Getting over this one and staying over it is very important, because we're now over to 232. So we want to see if this can bring us on perhaps the next candle over 237. As you can see, that's a high. It stopped because it's here, here, and here. So, starting out good. But yeah, I'm hesitant about actually trading out of TOS because there's so many failures that it has, software-wise. I mean, it's just terrible. But man, I tell you what, you want to write scanner stuff. Oh, look at this. You want to write scanner stuff. This is the one to use, TOS. Look at this. We're almost back to the trigger line. Getting back to the trigger line. Yeah, yeah. All right. Now let's see if we got something here. I don't know. It's a little stretched out right here. It might have to pull back a little bit first. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, a little pullback there. Oh, a positive pullback would be nice. I don't mind those at all. They create a stress-free environment for traders. I'm getting a little buying action here. Just a little volume is coming in, which is nice. Let's see. Hopefully, it can hold up here. I don't know. So if it can get over this, then it's got to break high day, which is 245. If it can get over this. Still working in pullback territory. HEPA consolidating. I don't even know if I can call that consolidating. Just floating along. FFHL slightly under. It's at 758 right now. Okay, come on now. Come on. Come on. This is okay here. This is okay. Nothing to be alarmed about yet. Let's see what we're going to do. Get to this 242 number first. We got to get there first. Come on. This thing triggered right on point right here on the top end of the range. I mean, perfectly on it. Holy cow. That always amazes me when that happens. Remove that one. We're going to add that one. This one has a little more validity now, as opposed to before. Oops. Oops. We retrace that whole thing. That would stink. Ugh, that would be a stinker for the day. Ugh. I can't really count this as a loss or a win today because it did tweak over the number, so that does put it technically in positive territory, but it's only like 3 cents, so I can't really call that a win, but I can't really call it a loss either because it did go over. You know, it's only fair. So this is kind of like a wash right now. We'll see what happens. I mean, I know a lot of guys who do this type of stuff that I do, and they would count that as a win right there. They'd put that in their win column, and they'd feel good about it. I don't understand why, but they would. Certainly not going to count it as a loss because it did go into positive territory. So it's just a washout at the moment. But making that slow ascent, stopping every once in a while for oxygen, change their snow boots. Listen in case there's they think they hear a wolf howling or something, you know, stuff like that. This is a pretty important spot right here, actually. Right here. So let's just put a little. Let's just put a little line there. Has the potential to be important anyway. As you can see, that can certainly be considered an area of confluence here, where this could be a very important spot. It may wait, it may drop down to here and get to this one. I don't know. But, you know, probably 7 times out of 10, this spot, something's going to pop. Or very close to it. We'll see what happens. Which way is it going to pop? We don't know that yet. Still don't know it yet. Watch this area right about here. Right about here. Right there, right on this candle. Let's see if this does anything unusual. Right here. There's so many spots where this thing could make unusual moves, you know, but there it is. There it is. Knew it. I knew it. It was looking weak. catch that last trend line and hold on. Hold on for dear life until 10:52. See if you can do it. It's trying. It's trying to hold it. Okay, right about there. If it, as long as it holds the trend line, something should happen there. It should. Again, it's probably 7 out of 10. Yeah. And as the slow ascent continues. Very slow ascent continues. I'm gonna squeeze every little bit out of that trend line, aren't you? Yep. Are we gonna drop before the trend line? Let's see. We're still above VWAP. Just dropped under that trend line. No, not liking that. Boy, this stock is the slowest moving stock. I swear. I feel like I'm watching. I literally feel like I'm watching paint dry. I really do. I've lost all interest in this stock. I'm gonna hang out with it till at least 11. I try to give them all till at least 11 o'clock, or if they show failure. STIM. Make a great lullaby. You know, like sometimes when people can't sleep, they'll Google, you know, waterfall sounds or thunderstorm sounds or whatever. Oh, there it is on the arrow. A hair before the arrow. They'll Google different thunderstorm sounds or whatever. All I have to do is Google the STIM stock chart. I don't know. Be asleep in how long? 2 minutes? 3 minutes, maybe? Now, by all rights, this next candle should be a doozy. If it's going to fall into the 7 out of 10 range of things that usually happen. Should be a doozy. Wrong color doozy, though. It's not the right color for a doozy. A doozy. Yeah. That word is like from 1920, 1910. I'd like to look up the history of that word. See where it came from. I was reading something yesterday. Oh, wait a minute. We're going to move this arrow over a little bit here. It's just my eyes. My eyes are terrible. Okay, there we go. That's better. This next candle should be a doozy. Anyway, yeah, I was reading yesterday a hangover, where that came from. I don't know if this is true or not, but like they would have these places that would string ropes on an angle, really tight, really, really tight. And sailors would get off the boats and go into town, get drunk as skunks, spend all their money, have almost nothing left. They could pay a penny to like lay their body over the rope, like put their arms over the rope so the rope would sort of be in their chest and armpit, and they would just hang over. They would hang over the rope, and it cost a penny. It was the cheapest form of lodging that there was, like, ever, right? So 1 penny. But we're talking back in like 1800s, you know, late 1800s. Very, very, very early 1900s. But they would pay literally 1 penny to hang on a rope because they were too drunk and too broke to go get a bed somewhere. Can you imagine how you would feel the next day? You have a rope, your weight is pressing a rope into your chest and armpits for like, I don't know, 5 hours, 6 hours, however long you could sleep. Oh, man. These guys are crazy in those days. But that supposedly is where hangover came from. That I found to be very interesting. Because I thought it just sort of developed like, yeah, it's got a hangover of alcohol. It's hanging over until the next day, you know. But no, hangover, that's it. And we are at the arrow, ladies and gentlemen. This candle and the next candle combined are kind of the arrow point. Let's see. nice. Very nice. Very nice little jump right there. So, as you can see, I just extended that to the right. We're going to see if we can get some pop here. See what happens. Oh, nice. Nice. Moving up nicely. It's too much, though, in one shot, though, I hate to say. But we're going to see what we can do here if we can get over this 242. And if we can get over 242, then our next stop would be 245. Looks fairly positive right here. Still trying to crack the 242. Trying hard. We can crack this 242 with a little authority. We can chalk up another win on the board today. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Not you, girls. It's my dogs thinking I'm calling them again. They must get so confused. Like, wait, what? Does he want me? I'm not sure. They're looking at me, looking at each other. All right, come on. Come on now. 242. 242. Let's break 242 and get to 243 at least. Let's at least get to 243. A lot of activity around 241 and 240. Some big lots going through. Big lots. Big lots going through. But let's see if they get eaten up. See what happens. Still running at 240 to 241, but big lot coming up on 242 right now. Let's see if that gets bought up. Could be looking at some positive stuff here shortly. Hoping. Yes, it's okay to hope when you're trading. Because logic does not determine everything in trading. Determines about 99% of it. But oh, here we go. Yes! We're banging it now. We're banging it hard. Yes. Nice jump up and over. I knew it had it in it. I knew it. Now let's see what it's got. Has it got anything else? I don't know. We were hoping this thing could get to 269, but I'd be shocked if that happened today. I mean, it might. You never know. Now that it's picking up some steam, it'll catch the attention of other traders, and maybe. Maybe. It's trying. High of 258. 259, 261. Maybe we're going to hit the 269 number. Let's see what happens. Maybe we're going to get there. Boom. Come on. 1 penny. There we go. We hit it. Yes. Yes. Nice move. Very nice move. Oh, awesome. And it's still cranking. Territory number 2 is going to be 296. However, you want to kind of keep an eye out in the middle of this one a little bit in case this loses steam, because it took a long time to get there. 282 would be a number you want to maybe dump some shares on. I don't know what's going to happen right here, but I mean, I wouldn't, trust it wholeheartedly. That number, as I said, it's not a dyed-in-the-wool, perfect number. So 275 we were up to. That was nice. 269, 269, 67, 69. The ask, we had 268, 269 on the ask, 266 on the bid, 68 on the bid, 70. There we go. Come on. Got to break 275 now. There we go. Breaking 275. Now the new high is 278. 278. And we're looking to get to 296 if we could. 278, like I said, around 280, 282. I think I might get rid of some of my shares. Might get rid of some of them. Might get rid of all of them if it gets back to like 268. I think that's what I'm going to do if that happens, because then, just might not have the stones to get up there to that 296 number. And that's okay, man. You walk away green, that's a good thing. It's a really good thing. Man, I tell you, you got to be patient. Now look at this, 11 o'clock, right? I said I'm going to give it till 11 o'clock. And here we are. Yep, there we go. Yep, that's a get rid of. That's a goodbye. All done and over with. Ah, nice move. Nice move. I mean, it took forever. 242 all the way up to 278. But that was a really nice, comfortable move. Stress-free environment. Don't we love that? Don't we love the stress-free environment? It's so nice. So if I would have been using just a little tiny part of my brain earlier, I could have made money on FFHL and STIM. However, I wasn't using a little part of my brain earlier. I was not. No. That I got distracted, like I say, saw something shiny. The damn telemarketers. But my 1030 guy didn't call me today. I guess maybe he's finally given up. So that was nice, man. I tell you, nothing gets me pumped like a nice move on a stock like that. Look how pretty this was. Look at how pretty it was. Here we had the arrow. Okay, so if you were in it before and waiting for it to move back up, you were in it from way back here, which is where I was in it at 938. All right, so now I'm waiting. It's fighting its way all the way through, but I had confidence in this, that the number was very valid. It was going to stay valid. It was staying near the VWAP, so I wasn't worried too much about it. Again, continued on the VWAP, and then, hey, you start charting. You start charting to figure out what's going on, what's going to happen. And I picked a couple of spots that I told you about, I only arrowed one of them. There's two spots I picked. One was here, right here, which I said it was going to do something significant, and it did. It dropped significantly from 237 down to like 226, and then is this? Oh, look at it getting the second win, and then this one right here. This was the point. This was the point. I said, this is where something significant is going to happen. It was above the VWAP, above the trend lines, had a green candle. Chances are it was going to be something good. And sure enough, boom, 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 boom. From here to here. Right from that direction, right from that area that was pointed out, right there. So again, I say these lines, this information, it means something. It isn't just, well, this looks like a good spot. There's a lot that goes into this. To get the original lines, there's a lot that goes into it. And then as the trading session is going on, there's other things that come into play that you have to adapt to. So this is trying so hard to hit that ring out number. Ring out the sponge number right here. I don't know if it's going to make it. I don't know if anybody's in it still. I'm not. I got out. Yeah, I got out at, where did I get out at? Oh boy. Oh. I got out at 271. So I'm happy with that, man. You know, 242 to 271. That is nice and stress-free. Nice and stress-free. And then at the end of the year, you know, you look back at your account and you go, hey, I did really well this year. And then you start trying to figure out what were those big monster stocks that made me do so well. And then you realize it's not the monster stocks. I mean, they have a position in what you do and, you know, how much money you make. But what really does it, really truly does it, is these that you wait patiently. You don't give up. You wait for it to hit that trigger and you wait for it to boom. You wait for it to go. And it did. 10 cents, 15 cents, 25 cents, 35 cents. Those stocks, you can hit one or two of those a day, every single day on average, right? That's 5 to 10 of those a week. Then the home run stocks, that's just gravy. That's just gravy, man. So that's the type of trading you want to do. And you don't look like a trader. You know, like how most traders look. They all have that look of like, you know, like a dog that's afraid to get a bath, you know, like, ah, you know, they all look like they're half crazy. Like if you touch them, they're going to explode into a million pieces, you know? So, but it's because of stress. It's because of stress. I don't, like today, you had a home run stock with no stress. I mean, the only stress I had was that I didn't set up my buy order ahead of time. I don't know why I didn't. I was setting all these things up this morning, and for some reason I didn't click. I clicked all three as buy orders to hit when the numbers happened. And for some reason I didn't click the buy order for FFHL. I set it up, the amount of shares, the price, stop limit, everything, but I never hit buy. I don't know why. I probably got distracted on something. But today was a home run day and a nice, small, easy win day. And even the home run was pretty much stress-free. It had that one pullback, at around 948, 949 or whatever, but even that wasn't, you know, like nightmarish. You know what I mean? So I you know, I see traders, and most of them, they look like they need like a bucket of Valium injected into them just or Xanax or something, just to get them normal, just to get them into some sort of normal shape, you know, to be a normal person. I can't live like that, not me. But you know, I'll make what I make consistently every year, and I am very happy with it. Very happy with what I do. Actually, this is less stress than my regular job had. Less stress than raising kids. It's less stress than buying a car, for crying out loud. Literally, I mean, it's so easy. Oh, look at we're popping 280. Ooh, looks like it's trying to flex a little muscle here. It's got to get up over a high of 292. If it gets over 292 and then cracks at 296, you might really have something here. Like it might have another 30, 40 cents in it. Who knows? But it would have to do that. But I don't want to get anybody too excited over it when it's not doing it yet. But these are numbers that I would look for right here. 292 and 296. If we can break it with authority and volume, which the volume is just off the wall right now. I mean, it's really insane. Look at the difference. Look at the difference in volume. Boom! Look at it. Bang! It's insane. Insane, my God. I mean, there's not even enough room to hold the volume candles. Good lordy Lou. Look at that. Man, oh man. Look at that. Look at that volume. This candle right here, all the other candles around them, they're all laughing at him. Yeah, kind of hugging on this 269 line here that we had set up earlier. But it looks like this is getting to be a wrap for me because, you know, as you know, I got a lot of stuff going on until I can finally settle down around July. I don't know, was that 6th or 7th or something like that? I think. Yeah, can finally settle back down. It's a lot. It's a lot doing what we have to do, moving what we have to move, setting everything up, making sure it all works. You know, it's a lot of stuff going on. So let's recap. HEPA missed it by 6 cents. Our entry. Sad to say. Otherwise, we would have had 3 winners today. But missed it by 6 cents. It went all the way up to a high of 312. We're trying to get into 264. That would have been a nice, sweet trade if it hit that 6 more cents, but it did not. So that was a no trigger. NDRA NTRA is probably gonna win. I'm gonna name that so far most boring stock of June 2020. Look at this. Look at this. Boop. And then difference on average all day of 6 cents. So June's winner of the most boring stock of June 2020, NDRA. So we can't count that as a winner though, because just because it won an award, that doesn't mean anything. STIM, Jesus, still moving. There it goes. There it goes. It hit the red mark, 298. Oh, I love it. I love it. It hit it and then stopped. Look at that. Hey, the lines mean something, don't they? Look at that. STIM. That is a definite major success now. Now it's a major success. It went from a success to a major success. That's a 59 cents. 59 cents move. 59-cent move. God, I can't stop doing that. All because of the dog whisperer. I don't know if you heard me tell that story, but in case you did, I won't tell it again. But it's got me saying 59 cents. 59-cent move. Anyway, but that was nice. Nice pop right there. So that is a win. That is definitely a win. And then FFHL is another win, as we can see. It hit right here at 788, blasted up, hit our red line, and popped up a little bit over that on a circuit breaker. But see, again, the lines, I keep saying this, the lines mean something. Follow the lines. That's what I do. I follow the lines. Oh, God, I just wish I would have hit a buy order for FFHL. I can't believe I did that. I'll be honest, I'm getting used to still trading and talking. I mean, for years I just traded quietly and never talked about anything, never talked to anyone. Then I started trading with a partner for a little while, and that was nice. But we didn't talk a lot, just, throw out numbers here and there. But, now since I've had this thing going for 20, what is it now? It's 27. What did we do here? Okay, yeah, it's now 29 days. It's almost a month. Still trying to, work my way through some of the things you have to do with it. As far as, focus on this, focus on that. But hey, listen, it's a heck of a lot better than my first couple of days. My first 2 weeks, maybe first week, I don't even think I made a trade. So, he's a little late today. It's an hour, he's 45 minutes late. Yeah, well, now I'm definitely not going to answer if he can't be punctual. But, yeah, so it's taken me a little while to get a feel for, trying to help people trade myself, with the technical stuff of getting streaming going and blah, 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 all that junk. So, which is all just like a waste of breath, me talking about that. But STIM, man, popped $3. Just popped $3. $3. Hit $3. $3.06. $3.06. Yes. I hope money was made. I really do. I really hope money was made. So, I noticed we lost a couple of viewers here and there, but I think we lost them because certain people cannot trade unless it's powerful excitement every 2 seconds. And this is not the place for them. They need to go to the gambler guys. Follow the gambler guys. Look at their account in a year and go, oh my God, I lost everything. But they had that great gambling rush all the way through, so I guess, that'll make it okay. I guess. I don't know. But this is not the place. This is the place where it's chill, it's cool, everybody has a nice, comfortable, easy time. We rarely lose on a trade. And we cut our losses short. What's today's date? Today is the 23rd. Why is that? I think I wrote something wrong down on the pad the other day. Okay, 19th. 20th. Here's the 20th. Oh, not the 20th. That was the 22nd. Duh. Okay. The rare time that the market is open on Saturday, once a year, every June 20th. Every 7 years it's open on Saturday. Anyway, okay, so we went. So we're now. You are now the proud traders of a live stream trading room that is 65-4 with 29 straight green days. I just want to say that one more time because I love the sound of it. And because I've worked so hard in my life trying to get to this point of having like this much success. 65-4, 29 straight green days, not a red trade for the entire month of June. We're 23 days into the month of June and we have no red trades. Yeah, and I'll keep saying it. People are like, don't say that, you're going to jinx yourself. I'll say it 1,000 times until it's not true anymore. 23 days in the month, no red trades. Right? That's something, isn't it? So, that makes me pretty happy. So 29 straight green days, 65-4. We are into the fourth week of June. Actually, the last full week. And we are not going to be trading on the 26th. Possibly trading on the 29th. I don't know yet. Depends on how some certain things go with what needs to be done here. But definitely off on the 30th, all the way through that week, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, obviously 4th and 5th, which is a Saturday and Sunday. Possibly back on the 6th, but definitely back on the 7th. I just want to keep reiterating that because I don't want anybody to think that I just bailed on you guys. I did not. You know, just keep an eye out on however you get the information that the feed is happening, Twitter or Instagram or Facebook or whatever, or if you're set up, or if YouTube lets you know because you're subscribed to the channel. I don't have enough subscribers yet for me to see who actually is subscribed or not subscribed. So hopefully you are. But yeah, so this is a good day, man. It's a real good day. Monster hit on FFHL and a really, really good, strong, powerful hit on STIM. Really powerful hit. Not a monster, but powerful. It was a good one. 242 to 306. Is that 64 cents or 62 cents? Whatever, I don't know. I stopped trying to do math in my head about 20 years ago. It's just I don't like it. So that's pretty much it. We're going to call it a day. Hope you made some money. I hope you have a great rest of the day. And I think we're going to do this tomorrow because this was a lot of fun today. And one of the stocks even won an award, which was nice. Very nice. All right. So that's a wrap, and I will see everybody tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.